This is a Thunder Game Report.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Things look pretty good for 3 quarters down here, and then the fourth quarter came and things went the complete other direction. Portland dominated the fourth quarter, sending the Thunder to a loss here tonight, the first time ever in a New Year's Eve game in Oklahoma City. It's also the first time this season the Thunder has lost to a team that was playing on the second night of a back-to-back. They had been 7-0 in that situation. The Trailblazers, for a time, just seemed like they could not miss any shots, and the Thunder couldn't hit any shots. One of the key moments in the game came with about 9 minutes to go, a series of questionable, to say the best, I guess, calls from lead official Joey Crawford seemed to turn things for the Thunder. Of course, head coach Scotty Brooks and the players didn't get into that, but it was something that was pretty obvious along press row. And in fact, Joey Crawford got into it a little bit with the official scorer tonight, telling him to make sure to count the basket on a Steven Adams goaltend call. That was one of those questionable things we talked about. But here's Scotty Brooks from the podium and a very disappointed Kevin Durant in the locker room.
Well, first, I think that was a heck of a game. That was like a playoff intensity game in December. It was a great, unfortunate we didn't come up with the win, but it was a good game. We did a lot of good things well. The first half, I thought our defense and our offense was really clicking. That third quarter, I thought we didn't come out with the right mindset defensively. That gave them some confidence, and with the 29 points. And then we turned it over a few times, critical moments of that second half. But overall, it could have been anybody's ball game. Going into this game, we knew that they're a good team, and it was going to go down, down to the last quarter. But it was a good game. We didn't do a great job of making plays at the end, and then, they made some. So give them credit.
Coach Michael Kenny, Norman Transcript. Durant was held to 1 point in the fourth quarter. Was that something that they were doing, or just him not be able to get some of the shots he was trying to put up?
Well, they did a pretty good job of being real physical with him. We have to figure out better ways to get guys off of him. That's on me. I will continue to look at film and figure out ways that we can get him free and not allow guys to hold on to him as much as they did tonight. But I thought we had good moments throughout the game. It could have been anybody's game. A couple of key critical, I thought, offensive rebounds we gave them, and then the free throw block out was a big play.
Nick Gallo, Thunder.ma.com. Coach, you held him to just 24 shot attempts in the paint, but also 8 of 33 from 3. How'd you feel your team executed on the game plan on that?
Well, we had a good enough defensive game to win the game, but I thought in the second half it was too up and down. Both offense was good for a moment, and the defense was not good. And then the defense was good, and then the offense wasn't good. We didn't play as consistently as we like to play a two-way basketball game tonight. But that's things that we know we can get better with. These are all correctable issues tonight. It's nothing to do with our guys. Our guys are competitors, and I thought they gave everything they had, and we just didn't come up with the win.
Kevin Kosminski, News9.com. You mentioned, working on some stuff to make sure Kevin gets some shots in the fourth quarter and down the stretch. Normally with Russell in there, that's not as much of a problem because the defense, if they leave him one-on-one, that's something you're fine with as well. So knowing Russell's injury is sort of temporary, how much of that do you want to instill in the team, or how much do you want to leave the same considering he's going to come back?
Well, the defense has to be the same regardless who we put out there. Offensively, we've done a good job. We didn't the first half we had 54 points, and then 24 in the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter we got cold, and they did a good job of making us earn every pass and every spot on the floor, and we didn't do a good job with our energy and our effort cuts on the offensive end. But Reggie had a solid game. He's still a developing player, and he's going to continue to improve, and this is a great experience for him. He's playing against one of the best point guards in the game right now. He's a heck of a player. But I thought we did a good job. I thought, just like I said earlier, the second half, our offense and the defense did not click together at the same time when we needed it.
Kevin Brent Weber, KOSU. There was a little stretch there where I'm not sure if it was by design because you had dominated in the paint offensively to that point, but it seemed like there were some perimeter shots you weren't settling for earlier in the game, and that's kind of when the shift started to happen. They started making those, and you guys seemed to get away from going for the paint.
Yeah, we in that second half we didn't make as many shots as we did in the first half. We shot the ball well in the first half, something like 50%, and then the second half not as good. But that's part of basketball. You know, you're going to have some moments where the offense is not flowing. Like I said, I thought the key part of it, the defense and offense did not connect tonight throughout the game. When you're playing against a good basketball team, you have to be able to do that, lock in both ends for 48 minutes, and we didn't do that. But there's nothing to. We're not going to panic. You know, this is a great start to the year. Told the guys that, 14-3 for the month of December. That's quite a month. You win 14 games in an NBA month. This game will be looked at, and we will try to improve on it, and then go into the next game against the Nets. Billy.
Scott, in the fourth quarter when Kevin wasn't getting touches, is that more a credit to Portland?
Well, they did a good
keeping
job
him from getting those, or were you just not functioning and getting him the basketball?
They did a good job being real physical with him, and we have to do a better job, including, like I said, including myself, is to find him better looks. But also we missed some shots in that fourth quarter, and then we missed some free throws. But that's part of it. You miss shots, you make shots, you still have to compete, and I thought we did that tonight. Like I said, I keep going back to this. Our offense and our defense did not connect like it has been. You're playing against a good team, regardless of where you're playing them, it has to be able to connect throughout the game.
Thanks, Coach. All right, let's talk about the fourth quarter and just how were they able to just get back into the game?
They made shots, and they played defense, man. And we had some tough breaks, man. We had some nice looks. We didn't make them. But that team, they make. All right, Hash, Happy New Year. They make tough shots, man. You gotta give them credit. They practice that, I'm sure, and they beat us. So we're not gonna make no excuses for it. We just got to get better from it.
You guys kept him out of the paint and limited him at the three-point line. Do you feel like the defense was good enough to let you almost win this one?
I looked at the stat sheet, and I think we beat them on everything. As far as rebounding, field goal percentage, defense was good. They had more assists than us, but our field goal percentage defense was good. We didn't turn the ball over a lot. Man, so they made tough shots all night, man. You got to give them credit. LaMarcus Aldridge our bigs did a great job on him. Shot 23 shots, had 25 points, but the majority of them were tough. So, you got to live with those, because our defense is predicated on making guys work, and I think tonight we did that.
Were you just astonished, Kevin, to possess the basketball with 8 seconds left off of that scramble play?
My teammates told me if somebody was contesting, I probably would have hit that shot, but I wish I could replay that. I'm sure it's going to replay back in my mind for the rest of the night. But, I wish I could have hit it for my team. We'd probably been in overtime right now. But it is what it is, man. We move on. We play so hard. We did things we wanted to do on the defensive end. We had made a few mistakes, but that's not true. But, everybody played extremely hard. But they just they came out on top.
Scott, put it in perspective with the month of December you guys had. I mean, you have to feel good in that perspective.
Yeah, I mean, if we'd have won this basketball game, we wouldn't have been in here celebrating like we won a championship, So we're not going to hang our heads because we lost. That's a really good team over there, and I'm sure we're going to see them again down the line. But, we played hard. December was a really good month for us. I think I'm going to say we lost 2-3 games in the month of December, and that's NBA, that's tough to do. So, we just got to, keep our heads up and move forward and get ready for Brooklyn.
With the loss aside, for most of the night, you guys played really well.
Yeah.
And when you look at this team playing without Russell compared to the team that was playing without them, in the playoffs last year, this team looks like a lot better, a lot more. What is the difference?
Man, we just, I put that, in the playoffs on me. I was trying to do too much, handle the ball too much, play point guard, and just trying to do everything when I didn't have to do that. I need to rely on my teammates more back then. So now, I'm just playing my regular game as if Russ was out there. And Reggie's doing a tremendous job. Fish is doing a great job. Lambo. We all just playing together defensively, And offensively, there's going to be nights when we don't make shots, but our defense always keeps us in games. But we're confident in each other. We trust in each other.
Kevin Durant and Scott Brooks before that. So it may not be quite as happy a new year as it would have been with a Thunder win tonight, but Scott Brooks, as you heard there, pointed out that 14 wins in an NBA month ain't all that bad. 14-3 the Thunder mark, and in fact, of course, they've only lost 6 games all season. They'll be right back at it here on Thursday night. The Brooklyn Nets come into town, and we'll be here also, so check us out at ThunderGameReport.com.